Let's talk about the research of influence. When I first became a realtor, I had no idea how to be a salesperson. And when I don't know the answer, I turn to research that I feel I can trust. And that includes peer-reviewed journal articles and books written by researchers. And I found out that the research done in sales is in the social science area of influence. Hi there, and welcome back to Living in Tallahassee. My name is Abbe Flynn, and I am a Tallahassee Realtor and broker associate with Ketcham Realty Group in beautiful Tallahassee, Florida. You cannot study influence without reading Robert Cialdini's book. His 2001 book, Influence, he laid out 6 primary ways that we are influenced by those around us. And today I want to talk about how we can use his research to help you sell your house during home tours. Let's start with reciprocity. The influence of reciprocity is triggered when someone gives us a gift. When we receive something of value unexpectedly, we want to give back. Not only that, but we feel positively toward that person who has just given us a gift. And here are some gifts that, as a seller, you can provide buyers that will help the buyer feel positively towards you. Let's start with the inspection report. We've mentioned before the benefit to you of not being surprised after inspections. However, giving a copy of the inspection report to the buyer is also a gift. It is a normal buyer's expense, and when they receive it, they're going to feel like you don't have anything to hide about your house. Next thing you can provide is snacks and water. Buyers remember which houses offered snacks during home tours, and that's especially true if we're seeing a lot of homes or if we have young children in tow. Agents also feel more positively too. So bonus if the cookies are still warm and the kitchen smells like sugar. Disclosures in the home book is also a gift. This is a notebook that many Tallahassee realtors will leave in the kitchen, close to the cookies, and it'll provide all the disclosures, any inspections, and any other pertinent information that the buyers will want to read. All right, the second principle I want to talk about is the principle of commitment and consistency. We want to be consistent with our beliefs, and we want to act consistently as we've acted in the past. Another thing researchers found is if you ask for a small favor, they're more and they complete it, they're going to be more likely to complete another favor in the future. That could bode well for later negotiations. People will behave as they've behaved before, which helps set the stage for negotiating a home. Here are some things and how you can use them. Request for buyers remove their shoes at the door. You can provide little footies, they're very cheap, you can get them from Amazon. And this gives the impression that the seller, that you care about your house and your maintenance. You can also ask buyers for feedback. Make it really easy for them to provide. Give the forms out, make sure there's lots of pens available, and they're going to be more likely to write out a review, and there's always a place to write something positive, and they're going to be more likely to remember your house if they write positive things about it. And bonus for the seller, what they write can help you fix whatever's wrong, so maybe the next buyer won't have that complaint. Number 3, the principle of social proof. Even if they don't follow the crowd, people watch other people. This is especially so in new situations. We have had more luck with open houses than the typical agent. They say that about 1% of the houses sell in open houses, and we've sold at least half a dozen of them. And I think what we do to increase attendance is part authority and part social proof. Before an open house, we're going to ask your friends, your neighbors, everybody that you know to help you by attending your open house. We're going to ask them to fill out that feedback form, because when others see them do it, they will fill out the feedback form too. Also, when they arrive, if they're alone and they see a lot of other cars, especially if they're kind of cautious of salespeople, if they see other cars, they're more likely to come into the open house. We're also going to put up signs in the neighborhood, and if allowed, we're going to go door to door and knock on the doors and invite everyone personally. We have found that when we invite them to help choose their new neighbor, they're more likely to share that information on social media, they're more likely to visit the home, and it helps us sell your house. Never underestimate the influence and the power of a face-to-face ask. Neighbors are often happy to be invited and help in sharing your information and share your marketing. All right, number 4, the principal influence of liking. People are likelier to accept and give offers when they like others or they feel that they're liked. When buyers tour homes, they look around the house and they decide who that seller is. The challenge here is to connect with the buyer's lifestyle without discouraging anyone from making an offer. We are looking for something that says to the buyer, these sellers are just like us, and if they like it here, we will too. Leave a letter about everything that you love about the house, your neighbors, your neighborhood. Tell stories, help them connect with things that they're going to remember about your home. And people like people who make them laugh. So bonus if the stories are funny, and if you have any funny sayings or photos, leave them in prominent places. And if your neighborhood has parks or outdoor activities, clean up your outdoor equipment and display it neatly. Kayaks, bikes, game equipment in the garage always catches buyers' eyes. So number 5, the principal influence of authority. People follow commands from those in authority and those with credentials. People defer to experts. Like me, many people turn to the experts to find the answers. They read books, they read journal articles, and you can use this authority during home tours with, again, the inspector's report. He's licensed. He's an authority on the condition of your house. You can also make detailed notes disclosing everything you know about your house in your seller's disclosure, and have copies of all the contractor's invoices and proposals in your home book. All right, number 6 and the final one I'm going to talk about today is the principle of scarcity. When something is less available, the more people want it, the more valuable it appears. And this was an easy one. When we had a lot of buyers and not a lot of homes on the market, homes were scarce. Not only did they feel scarce, they were scarce. And we still have many more buyers than we have homes to sell them. And that real scarcity drives up home prices. Buyers are often more aware of the market than the sellers are, but here are some things that you can use that we saw influence buyers during home tours. Prominently used calendars with several showings. This puts buyers on notice that your house is popular and a lot of people are going to come take a look at it. We have seen buyers make offers on houses just because they don't want anyone else to get a chance at it. So make sure your marketing also highlights anything that's unusual or unique about your house, or maybe the rarity of a sale on your street at all. Gather those feedback reports, especially if you get good feedback, and make sure they're kind of available for the buyers to see. This is where your friends, family, and your neighbors touring your house will come in handy. Several business cards from other agents laying prominently on your counter also makes your house look popular. And if your house is popular, it's not going to be available on the market very long, even in this seller's market. So that's influence and how you can use it to sell your house. Thank you for joining me today. We hope you found something that you can use. And if so, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It will help others find us. And if you're looking for a professional realtor, call me. I want to hear from you. Thanks and have a great day.